Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys some Great League battles with Flygon, Wigglytuff, and Fire Castform in the back. We will be getting a 4-win, and the battles are really cool, so watch it to see that. If you guys haven't already, please consider subscribing, liking, and turning notifications on. It'll really help the channel. And with that being said, let's get on with today's video. For the first down, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Hypno. So both of us will be doing neutral damage against each other. Flygon is a pretty solid Pokemon because with Mud Shot plus Dragon Claw, your moves charge up super fast. I recommend double moving Flygon with Earth Power or Earthquake in the back. So my second Dragon Claw does go through there. Both of us are doing really good. Are the same health, I'm guessing. Both of us are the same health, but he did throw in a shield. I think that Hypno can learn Ice Punch, so I am going to throw in the shield right here. Ice Punch would have done double super effective damage since Ice types are super effective against Dragon types, but not very effective. Super effective against Dragon types and super effective against Ground types. My third Dragon Claw does go through right here. He cannot go for the hard farm down on my Flygon without getting hit with a few Dragon Claws on him. I'm pretty weak, so I choose not to shield right here. It is only going to be a Fire Punch also. Once again, I do double resist Fire Punch since Fire types are not very effective as both Ground and Dragon types. I am going to swap out into my Wigglytuff to try and tank those attacks. Fire Punch will be doing neutral damage, so I am going to shield right here. I do counter his Shadow Ball. I don't think that was a really good shield there by me, since I would have only taken a bit of damage, like not much. My opponent does swap out into a Registeel. Registeel is an only Steel type Pokemon, and he does make a clean swap into Lunatone right when I get my Wither Ball. So Lunatone is a rock and second type Pokemon, meaning fire types will be doing not very effective damage against him since fire types are not very effective against rock. He is doing super effective damage since rock types are super effective against fire types. Second, the Weather Ball does go through right here. It barely does any damage. We did manage to get him halfway, but that Wigglytuff can just not go up against that Registeel, especially because Registeel does have especially since Ivysaur can learn Flash Cannon, and he does have Metal Claw. I think that would be really bad for us. That also was a Moonblast that took a pretty good chunk of my health, but it is okay since I can't win this. Player does go through right here, but it will be doing no effective damage since Fairy types are resisted by Steel types. 2 Metal Claws in, and my Wigglytuff does go down, allowing me to lose that first round against my opponent. For the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Ferrothorn. So Grass types will be doing neutral damage against us, since Grass is super effective against Ground types, but not very effective against Dragon types. My opponent's first Pokemon is a Ferrothorn once again, so that is a clean swap into Fire Castform, since I will be doing double super effective damage since fire types are super effective against both grass and steel types. So my opponent does go AFK right here, and I am going to swap, and I am going to skip this part. But that was it. That would have been a really good start for us, even if he didn't go AFK. Since he does have an Alolan Ninetales in the back as well, my Castform would have done double the damage for both of his Pokemon. So I will skip this part, but good game to my opponent. For the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Ivysaur. So Ivysaur is a grass and poison type Pokemon, making Mud Shot from my Flygon do neutral damage against him since ground types are super effective against poison types, but not very effective against grass types. I am going to throw in a Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw will be doing pretty good neutral damage against him. He is doing neutral damage against us since grass types are not very effective against dragon types, but super effective against grav types. That does cause neutral damage to happen. I am going to throw in my second Dragon Claw right here. The Dragon Claw is doing pretty good health against him since it is doing only neutral damage. And the good thing about Flygon once again is that Mudshot plus Dragon Claw is so good for getting those charge moves up, since it is going to charge up your Dragon Claw so fast. I am going to swap out into my Castform and tank those laser leaf hits from that from that Ivysaur. Wigglytuff will be doing not very effective damage against him, and he may get hit with a sludge bomb that will instantly faint him. So my opponent does not choose to let that Ivysaur die. He may just be using him as a meat swap, like he can predict when you're gonna use the treasure moves, and then he can instantly swap out to that, so he can take the hit instead. So my opponent does swap out into a Golem. Golem is a rock and ground type Pokemon, and I do actually faint him right there. His second to final Pokemon was that Ivysaur. His final Pokemon is a Skymovie. That is really nice for us, since Weather Ball will absolutely destroy him, since fire types are super effective against steel types. Once again, Weather Ball will go through right here, and it does so much damage. I can just Ember him down before he does get to that Sky Attack or Brave Bird, and it does allow me to win that third round. Good game to my opponent. For the fourth round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Raichu. So this is another really good start for us, since we will be double resisting those electric type hits, since electric type is not very effective against ground types, and dragon types. So my opponent does make a swap out into a Whimsicott. Whimsicott is a grass and fairy type Pokemon, so I will be countering and resisting those fairy type and grass type moves, since grass types are not very effective against fire types and fairy types are not very effective against fire types. My opponent does make a swap out into Pyro, so that is really nice for us, since I do know that my Flygon will be able to take him on, since we are double resisting Pyro as well, since fire types are not very effective against both ground types and dragon types. Weather Ball is doing a good amount of damage against him. Although it is doing not very effective damage, it is still doing pretty good damage. He is down one shield right here. My third Weather Ball does come through right here. And he is red zone. I do have 2 shields left, and he is left with 1. And he does swap out into his final Pokemon, which is Raichu. And once again, my Sunny Castform does get another Weather Ball right here. And we do see his final shield right there. I am going to swap out into Flygon and instantly throw in the Dragon Claw that I have. Dragon Claw will be doing neutral damage against him, since Dragon does not do not very effective damage, or does not do super effective damage, so that will cause neutral damage to occur. So I will throw in the shield right here just in case he does have a stronger move, but it was only a brick break. He does throw in another charge over here, which won't faint me. And 1 mod shot left until he does go down, allowing me to win that 4th round. Good game to my opponent. For the 5th and final round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Skymovie. So Skymovie is a steel and flying type Pokemon, meaning that my Mudshot will be doing not very effective damage against him, since ground types are not very effective against flying types. So we do see a shield go through right there. When I did throw in a Dragon Claw will be doing not very effective damage, since Dragon is not very effective against that steel type. I don't really use Skymovie as my starting type. I do like Altaria better than that, since a lot of people do have more counters against that Skymovie now. So he does throw in a Brave Bird, and I did swap out into my Sunny Castform to get that super effective damage off. Plus he also does have that defense debuff from that Brave Bird. I did swap out into Sunny Castform since fire types are super effective and steel types. Ivysaur does come through. He is left with 0 shields now. I am doing some pretty good super effective damage against him. Ember is not really a good fire type fast move. There are better ones like Incinerate, but it is doing pretty good damage against that Ivysaur. So he does go down, he does swap back out into Skymovie, and he does not get to another charge move. One more hit until I do charge up my Weather Ball, and his final Pokemon is a Scizor, and this Weather Ball will actually one-shot him even if he does have max health, and it does allow me to win that 5th round. Good game to my opponent. Alright guys, so that will actually be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications on. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. So please consider subscribing. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.